What's up? So I thought it was probably long overdue that I did a proper desk setup tour because I've finally finished moving everything around for the millionth time. And I've also actually never done a real setup tour other than obviously just what I post on Instagram. But for those of you that don't know me, which is realistically probably everyone, my name's CJ and I make videos on Instagram, which sounds really boring when you put it like that. But I actually have a couple of followers now, which is kind of cool. And I predominantly post content around cinematography, editing, product videos, reviews, that kind of thing. But I actually started like 3 fucking years ago now doing desk setup stuff, which kind of brings us full circle as to why I'm doing a desk setup tour now. I really should have scripted this video. Anyway, for a bit of context, this is what my setup looked like when I started. At that point, I was really fucking proud of it, which is crazy looking back. Anyway, enough rambling about who the fuck I am. Let's get into the tour. So starting with probably the most important part, which is my desk. Originally for me, this was kind of the be all and end all of the space because, you know, desk setup. For me, my desk now is predominantly just where I edit, so it is much more kind of function over how it looks. I'm using an IKEA desktop, which I've wrapped in like a wood effect vinyl and cheap Amazon standing legs, so nothing super fancy there. My desk shelf is a hybrid of 2 that I had. I took the top off one of them, the legs off the other, and kind of made it into that thing, which I quite like. The brains of it all is my Mac Studio, which I got quite recently and I fucking love. Like, this thing is wild. It's an M2, it's not like a super top of the line M4 or whatever. I've got a set of KEF speakers which sound phenomenal and look really nice as well. My monitor is one thing that I am desperately due an upgrade on. It's an AOC 32 inch that is pretty shit color accuracy. It's like 2K resolution. It does the job, but honestly, if anyone's got any recommendations for something that's not a £1,500 studio display, I'm all ears. Got the BenQ light bar, which isn't working at the moment, and I have no idea why. But when it does work, it's pretty cool. Some posters up there, which I designed myself like 2 years ago, maybe, and had them up for a while. One of the frames fell and broke, and then it just lived in a corner for ages because I was too lazy to get a new frame. A skateboard, because obviously I used to skate, fucking look at me. Then my keyboard and mouse is the Logitech MX combo, which I love. I absolutely hated the idea of spending like 100 quid each on a mouse and keyboard at the time, but genuinely these things, I couldn't recommend them enough. Like, absolutely love them to pieces. Then over there is my fairly recently constructed top-down setup, which comprises of an IKEA tabletop thing, a toolbox, which I've wanted for ages, and some of them are really fucking expensive, like thousands for a toolbox, which I get if you're using it for tools, but for me, no, I'm not spending that much money. But anyway, that thing was like 100 quid on Amazon. It's about 100 quid worth of quality, but I like it. It does the job, keeps all my shit organised to an extent. Above it, we have a broomstick, which I've 3D printed some mounts for and now trust my camera on. So I feel like that says a lot about me as a person. But yeah, that is how I mount my camera for top-down shots. Then I've got a Magic Arm, which attaches to my Shure light. Got a portable monitor up there, which I can connect my camera to. If you're on a budget, something like that is a really good way to risk an expensive camera. Then the part that actually sparked the entire rearranging of the room was I needed more space. Then I've got some garage shelving which houses my cases, bags, any equipment that came in a case or a bag, tripods, just generally anything that can fit on a shelf and doesn't look horrendous. Above it, I've obviously got some pegboards because everyone else has pegboards. They must be cool. As much as I have things on there, I don't ever really use it. Like, I could so just put all of that stuff in a drawer and not have it on display, but then I wouldn't be cool. So I have some pegboards. I have my 3D printer, which is a fairly new addition to my setup, and I fucking love that thing. It's the Elegoo Centauri Carbon, which they were kind enough to actually send me to make some content with. And 3D printers are one of those things, I'm going to go off on a tangent now, but 3D printers are one of those things that it's just fun. Like, if you're on the fence and you can afford to drop a couple hundred quid on one, do it. Like, it's fun. Then I have a calendar up there, which looks like I use, but that was actually just for one video. I don't think I've ever used it, and it's currently just covering some holes in the wall that I haven't filled yet, but I didn't tell you that. Then there's a shelf, which I can pretty much guarantee you is not level. My level says it is, my eyes say it's not. So, and of course, we have more Spider-Man things on there. There is going to be a quiz at the end on how many Spider-Man items are in this office. Spoiler, it's at least 3. Anyway, this is my first long form video, so it's probably not going to be very long. It's probably going to be like 3 minutes. 3 minutes is plenty. 3 minutes is more than long enough. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the tour. If you've managed to make it this far into the video, congratulations. You deserve a fucking medal. I'm sorry for all my waffling. Anyway, I'm not really good with goodbyes, so see ya.